This segment is sponsored by Central Ohio Manufacturing Partnership. The manufacturing industry in Ohio is growing, and you can receive the education and training that you need at Pickaway-Ross CTC. We're talking about adult education, and joining me is the Director of Adult Education here, Carrie Fife. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm excited to talk to you about this.
Yes.
So where are we right now?
We are in the welding lab here at Pickaway-Ross, and it's a lab that we share with the high school, and the great thing is that the adults come in and use it in the evening, and basically that allows us to make good use of our building for our taxpayers.
Oh, that is fantastic. So let's talk about the difference between going to a technical center versus a traditional college.
Well, one of the things that I think that our students love is they get a lot more one-on-one attention. They are small class sizes. The affordability is much better for them, and they can really focus on the career that they want to go into. They don't have to worry about the educational classes that might be general. So they can just focus on the career, and they can get in and out in less than a year.
Less than a year and have an entirely new career.
Absolutely.
That is fantastic. And the manufacturing industry is growing. How are you guys helping manufacturers fill their needs?
Well, we've tried really hard to look at the length of our programs, and for example, our maintenance program used to be 900 hours. It took about 9 to 10 months.
Okay.
And so we shortened that down to 600 hours. So we're able to offer 2 start dates a year, and we're able to get more individuals out there applying for those manufacturing maintenance jobs. We also have this welding program, and it takes 900 hours to do. And the students are able to go out there and leave here the vast majority of the time as a certified welder in the AWS D1.1.
That is fantastic. I don't know exactly what that means, but it does sound like
it's great.
It sounds like a good thing for sure. Because you come here, you get the training, and then you're able to actually get out there and get that job and get started.
That's right.
So how do you connect the students with employers that are hiring?
Well, the really nice thing is that the employers in the area, they serve on our advisory committees, and their responsibility as an advisory committee member is to look at our curriculum, and they have to approve it, they have to evaluate it. They also come into our labs, and they do the same thing in the labs, and they tell us you really need to add this component or that component. And so we're always going back to them with surveys or with questions or with asking them to come into the labs and talk to the students. So it's a constant relationship with the workforce.
I love that. And then when they finish, they're ready.
Yes, absolutely. And we work with the employers to have them, they have seen that if they ask us for students at the end of the program thinking, oh, they just graduated or they just completed, we don't have them anymore. They get jobs during the program.
Okay.
And so they're getting hired as they're in the programs 9 times out of 10. And so we have the employers come in early, talk about the job market, talk about their facilities, and educate our students. And a lot of times if the student is interested and the employer is agreeable, we're able to get internships and apprenticeships under an agreement with our students and our employers that they can do while they're in training. And based on that agreement, we can have them do some of their skill checkoffs out at the employer site and therefore count some of that time.
That is so, so cool. I know you got a lot of our viewers' attention right now talking about the opportunities that you guys have available. Thank you so much, Carrie. Now I'm joined by Rodney Havens. He is the Skilled Trade Lead Instructor. Hi, thanks for talking to me today. So let's talk about, what do the adults actually learn? Tell me a little bit about the curriculum.
So when they come into the classroom, the curriculum is designed for them to get as much of the material as they can. And the way they do that is, they're spending time in the book in the classroom, and then they get to come out and see specifically what they just read about out here on the tables, and they get to do the welding, they get to do the hands-on. It helps them retain that information.
What's some of the feedback that you've gotten from the students who have taken part in this program?
I'd say most of the feedback is that they have a positive outlook on it. It's fun. They're learning every single day that they come in here, and it's just a great environment.
What do you love most about being a lead instructor here?
I really love having the students come in that don't have a lot of knowledge on the subject, and then watching them grow throughout the program, and then watching them go into their career.
It's so amazing. I love it that someone can just start really not knowing anything and they're ready to go after being trained here.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us and telling us more about this adult education program. If you want to learn more about Pickaway-Ross Career and Technology Center, visit manufacturingpartnership.org.